What's up everybody, this is Master Ian Gamer and welcome to another Overwatch news video. For today's topics, we got a small yet very important visual update to the MEKA-based Busan Map. Overwatch developer Scott Mercer talks about an increase in the number of people who you can avoid as a teammate, and free loot boxes with purchase of Kellogg's Poptarts. So without further ado, let's jump right on in. So first up is the small visual change made to the MEKA-based Busan Map, which is the inclusion of D.Va's mech garage downstairs with the other 4 mechs. Now originally it was just the other 4, but I guess a lot of people got upset that D.Va apparently didn't have somewhere to put her mech. I mean, I know she's like always on duty and stuff, but still, I think it's pretty nice that they added this for consistency. Also, the fact that they added this now as opposed to a few months after it hits live servers is pretty important, I think, because this room in particular, if this gets touched at all in the future, that's basically going to guarantee a ton of speculation about other mecha heroes. Now, I did already make a video analyzing these other mecha pilots and seeing whether or not they actually could be future heroes, so if you haven't seen that video, you can check it out through the card on screen. But yeah, just a nice small little change that improves what I already consider to be one of the most visually interesting maps. Now moving on, we got a forum post from developer Scott Mercer talking about the addition of an extra avoid as teammate slot. At the same time that competitive season 12 begins, we're increasing the number of players you can avoid as teammate from 2 to 3. He then goes on to talk about how they've been carefully analyzing how avoiding teammates has been affecting queue times, and it does look like having only 2 players avoided had a small enough impact that they're comfortable going ahead with adding a third. I know a lot of people really like being able to avoid a ton of teammates. Personally, it's not something that I've ever really had an issue with. That might just be my own experience though. I know that I've heard a lot of people talk about wanting to avoid upwards of like 20 people, which I think would have a pretty devastating effect on the matchmaking system if every single player was avoiding 20 other players. So we'll never see anything that extreme. I think at the most we might end up seeing 5 players you can avoid at some point, but even that could possibly have an impact on queue times, especially when we're talking about players at the higher end of the bracket, the Grandmasters and top 500, where there really aren't a whole lot of people who are actually playing at that level. So again, this is just a nice small little change, which in their words is done to give players more control over their own Overwatch experiences. Now moving on to our final topic for today, Overwatch has started a promotion with Kellogg's where you can get a free Overwatch loot box with purchase of Poptarts. So these images were posted on the Overwatch subreddit by user Disagreed, who apparently found them at a Target. However, a bit of warning for those of you who might find these for yourselves in stores, apparently you can only actually get the free loot box if you purchase the Poptarts after October 1st. I don't know why they're in stores more than a month before the promotion actually starts, but as you can clearly see from the picture Disagreed took of the back, they must be purchased between October 1st and December 31st, and in order to actually get the free loot box, you must take a picture of your receipt and then submit that through the Kellogg's website. Overall, I have to admit, the process seems a bit more tedious than it's really probably worth. I suppose if you're already a big Pop-Tarts consumer and you're getting the Pop-Tarts anyways, you could just go through with it to get an extra loot box or 2, but overall, it seems kinda not really worth the while in my opinion. Now, I will also mention that this isn't actually the first time Overwatch has done a promotion with Kellogg's like this. About 2 months ago, people started seeing in stores boxes advertising free Overwatch posters with purchase of Pop-Tarts or certain other Kellogg's products. Now, this promotion actually has its own website where it shows off the various products you can purchase in order to get a free poster. Now, the posters themselves are not the best quality. They're seemingly just screenshots from the different animated shorts. Personally, the only one that I think even looks moderately decent is possibly Bastion's. The other ones are just kind of close-ups on different characters' faces. So yeah, not the best posters, but if they are free and you are buying Pop-Tarts anyways, again, I guess you might as well just go for it. To get these posters, you have to take a picture of your receipt after having purchased the product and submit it through this website, after which they will then mail you one of these 6 posters. While both of these Kellogg's promotions seem to be pretty meh, so-so in my opinion, I do like seeing that Overwatch is branching out and doing promotions like this. Even though right now we're just getting these mediocre posters and a single free loot box, at some point in the future, who knows, maybe there'll be an exclusive epic skin or something themed around Pop-Tarts. I don't know, that's just a bit of speculation. I don't necessarily think we will ever see that, but it's just a thought. And that'll do it for today's today's Overwatch news video. Thank you all so much for watching, and let me know your thoughts about anything I talked about here today. Are you excited that you'll have an extra Avoid as Teammates slot in Overwatch? Or are you interested in actually getting some of these Poptarts in order to get either one of the free posters or some extra loot boxes? Either way, be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed this video and share it with a friend if you really liked it. Subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and turn on notifications to both help out my channel and keep up with all my future Overwatch content. This is Master Ian Gamer signing off, and until next time, have a great day.